Oké, welkom bij de persconferentie in afloop van de wedstrijd hier in de B-Next. Natuurlijk tussen Union, Mons-Hainaut en Donar. 29 tegen 92, 13 punten verschil, 13 points difference. First both players and then both coaches. So first of all, number 11, Zachary Martin. First time probably going to Groningen now in the B-Next this season. What kind of game was it for you?
First, it was a good game. We respect the game plan. I think we could do a better job on number 2 and number 1. But if we looked overall, we respect the game plan and we won the game.
Yeah, first game in the B-Next this season you lost at home. So this was probably an important one.
Yeah, it was an important one because we did a great game at home, but we lose at the end of the game. And today we tried to not make the same mistake. We gave them a run, they came back, but then we kept the head up and we kept working. And like I just said, we got the dub.
No, it's good. It was pretty stable, 10, 12, 14 points difference, almost the whole game because it started already in first quarter.
Yeah, from the start we were aggressive, we were making a shot, we were respecting the game plan again, we were making easy plays, and we controlled the game.
How do you like it so far to go so early in the season already to the highest point in Holland, Groningen?
Sorry?
The highest point in Groningen already and an out game now already in B-Next so early?
Yeah, it's the second game, so it's not really important.
Okay, thank you. Kevin, your first game here, home game for Donar. Last game in Leeuwarden, you had a great game. You were a high scorer. What kind of game was this for you?
I think it was an exciting game, to say the least. It was my first time playing in Groningen as a Donar player, and the support we have from the fans in the city is second to none. Honestly, it was fantastic, and unfortunately we didn't give as good a showing as we could have and should have and will, but it was all right, basketball-wise.
And is it tough because normally we don't talk about injured players, of course, but it's 3 players who normally play in the starting 5. So is that tough to deal with now in rotation with the team?
I mean, it's easy to point fingers and shift blame after the game, and we were missing a few players, but that's our reality, and they'll be back at some point, and until then we just have to continue to play as a team and without them. And when they get back, it'll be, I think things will start clicking a little bit better. Rotation will be a little bit deeper, but as of now, we have to play with what we have.
Yeah. Your experience, because you played at Antwerp, of course, last year, your experiences with Belgium teams, does the team help that in a game like this against a Belgium opponent?
Maybe a little, but for the most part, it's just basketball. There are little nuances where Dutch refs call the game a little different. Belgian teams play ball screen a little bit differently, but it's now with joint league, and every second game is likely going to be against a team from Belgium. So I guess my duty here is to help the guys get ready to expect or what to expect from the Belgian teams. But for the most part, it's just the game of basketball.
Yeah. I read about that referees. This is now that in the home game in Holland, there's 1 Belgian referee and 1 Dutch referee in Belgium in the games over there. Is that correct?
I don't know. I'd imagine. I know in the gold or playoffs last year, I think that was the case.
Okay.
I hope it was, because you know what I mean. It is a little different, isn't it? Yeah, the game is different. So if you have both refs, then I think both teams will be able to take advantage from that.
Last question. Next Wednesday, next game is going to be in Poland for the new European tournament for you. Are you looking forward to that one?
Definitely. It'll be my first time in Poland, so that's a cool little bonus. But coming to Donar and knowing that we were playing in the Northern European Basketball League was a great opportunity for us to play in different countries, play against different leagues, different coaches, systems, players. So now we just have to shift our focus from this unfortunate loss to going to Poland on Tuesday.
Always the next game.
Always next game.
Okay. Any questions, William? No, thank you. Well, guys, thank you very much. Take a shower and see each other back again. Then both coaches, please. André Stimac, of course, from Donar, and Vedran Bosnic, if I pronounce that well. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, oh yes, here is okay. And let me start with you, Coach. Of course, congratulations with the victory. You heard both players talking about the games so far. But what is your impression of this one?
I think one good game. I think game is good for both teams. Congratulations also to Donar. They fight to the last minute. They have problem with injuries and they give the maximum. It's not easy play without players. We know that very well from last year, even this beginning of the season, some players didn't. I think players give maximum from both teams. I think one nice game to watch. I think we control the game very well. We use weapon where we think that we are stronger than them.
And what is that?
Offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, we win in that part. I think it's also how we play pick and roll in big part of the game. Guys was really much focus. I can say we have the 2 holes that we lose a little bit focus in some parts during 40 minutes. Another I can be happy is beginning of the season. Also we have some injuries in the last 3 weeks that we don't have the same quality work in the practice.
And now an ankle during the game?
Now ankle, and also that's group show character. They play for him because he was injured, and they show that in the second half because he's very important for us, and others step up and help. Very good win for us that we can continue work in the right way. I think that's very important that we have the good patience and also energy that we continue to develop, because this team is inexperienced. We have some rookie Americans also, and who will need time to be maybe much better during the season. They will need some time to adapt on Europe, on Belgium, on Holland, and then good away win. And again, congratulations also from Donar and also for my guys.
Yeah. How you look at the fact that there's now a complete mix with Belgium and Dutch teams already in this competition? So you already play against Dutch teams?
I like very much.
Why?
Because we play with all teams, and I think for me is better decision than that silver and golden league, because golden silver league you must be top 3 mounts.
If you are last year you were silver?
So yes, yeah. And if you are not top 3 mounts, you play silver. Many teams, especially young teams, also teams with like we can say rookies or less experienced players in the beginning of the season, they are not that good. We must work with them. Yeah. And then that teams who have the chance to work in quality way during the 3 to 4, 5 months and then become good teams in January, February, they don't have the chance to achieve something bigger. I think like this, we play all 2 times. I think is very interesting, and I like it.
Big difference is distance probably.
For us in Mons, for sure. And for you guys when you come.
All the time around.
I think these teams who is in the middle travel less. We travel 6 hours today. We start from
you go back
9
right now?
And we now going back. That means it's not easy. That's why this win for us like group and for club is mean a lot, because we really push everything together to have success in that way.
Okay, coach, thank you very much.
Thank you too.
André Simon's first game in this season here in Martini Plaza. How first impression of the game first?
First, congratulations to
Thanks.
Coach Bosic and to their team. It was a deserved win. All the time they were leading. We were playing from behind. This is happening for the 2nd time already, and this is something that we cannot afford actually, especially with the limited roster that we have, because the fatigue kicks in, and it's very difficult to maintain, because every time you're trailing, you're spending, not necessarily wasting, but spending a lot of energy. Actually, the difference from the beginning and the first quarter was the difference at the end. We were trying, and I have to give it to my players, but we haven't done it in a right way. 50 points from the paint, that's something that it's unacceptable. Paint is supposed to be our house, and we cannot let anybody walk through it in this way. We had a problem with ball screen coverage, because we were not as we can be and we are usually, but yeah, we faced the team that was pretty quick in a passing game, and we were a little bit, one step behind in many situations, and this is the result. We were out rebound, and that was also another part of the whole situation. So yeah, it is what it is now.
Yeah, especially first game at home, probably that makes a little bit more weight to the fact that you lost the game, because you want to show your team, of course, when there are a lot of people are attending right now.
Yes, maybe, you know, I am always saying that the jersey, Donar jersey is pretty heavy. We haven't played in Plaza yet. This is the first time, and even though I was preparing the players to the atmosphere and the great fans and kind of the burden sometimes that can present all this audience, but yeah, we haven't reacted in the best way, in the right way, and also learning from mistakes.
Coach, we have to talk about it because you're missing 3 starting 5 players, of course, and everybody's thinking and talking about that. First of all, Tim Hoeve, he was injured with his ankle. How is he doing?
He's doing better. He's getting back into basketball moves, still with a limited pace, without contact. So we will wait for him for another couple of days. David has been out for a long time. Dakota is out, as we know already. So yeah.
Can you say anything more about those situations from both? Is Gabrostek maybe a week or 2 weeks in the situation with Quinn?
Maybe it's a question for medical service because he had in 2 occasions a bit of a setback already. So we were thinking that he would be into next stage, but he wasn't, he isn't, and we are kind of waiting. It's a delicate thing, it's a back pain, and yeah, these players are going all they can. I cannot take them the effort, but yeah, sometimes the effort is just, we would really take advantage of a couple of players more.
And the same situation for Dakota?
Yes, he's out for indefinite time now because it's hard to predict in months. It's a delicate thing, shoulder, so it's a matter of months.
Months?
Yes, we don't know how long, we don't know how bad, or we don't know with how much setback or not. Hopefully he will go through this recovery.
So tough for you, for one of the most important players in the team.
Yes, I didn't want to go into that narrative because it would, you know, it will take away. It was a deserved win. It was a game of basketball. We had 5 guys or 6 or 7. They had also their problems. I don't want to make my problems bigger than somebody else's. Let's analyze, close this chapter and go on.
Look, in a few days ahead, you go to Poland for the NEBL, a new European tournament that the Donar is going to play and perform in. Looking forward to that one, to confront your team with some strong teams in Europe?
It is challenging, absolutely, and we are showing ourselves being in this way serious and motivating to make steps, but also mindful of the roster that is constantly playing and playing. It's going to be also some, I hope, for another player too to join, to extend the roster. That's important thing.
And then Saturday again here in Martini Plaza, Kortrijk.
Yes, this is something that we haven't faced so far in such an early stage. At least this couple of, this year, last year. So it's another thing. But yeah, we sign in for and we go.
Yeah, of course. Dagblad, nog vragen? Oké. Well, thank you very much. Oftewel, volgende week zaterdag spelen we weer thuis tegen Kortrijk. En woensdag uit in Polen. Tot dan. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
S kim igrate u Poljskoj?
Dziki Warszawa.
To je druga ekipa, ne Skela.
Da, nije Skela.